Louisville, home of the best scrapper, also home of the best rapper. Flow dapper, here's another chapter. Ride through, attack you, ride away your laughter. This is what I'm after, blowing on that rapper. Purple Patrol, keep a bunch to blow. I don't serve it though, murder flow. If it goes down, I'm the first to know.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Cardinal Red, and we back for some more of that Ali Land Daily Boxing Talk, people. And today we talking who is Manny Pacquiao's mandatory first fight of 2021. Alright, y'all, so some news that's coming out, just a few hours ago. And I just wanted to break down that little bit of news, and I wanted to give my 2 cents on who is going to be Manny Pacquiao's first fight of 2021, and is that his mandatory fight for his first fight in 2021. And Bob Arum just dropped some news about Terence Crawford and what his wishes are for 2021. So let's get into this, man. Who's going to be Manny Pacquiao's first fight in 2021? Well, to me, it comes down to 4 guys at this point, 4 fighters, and those 4 fighters to me are Yordenis, Ugas, Errol Spence Jr., Terence Bud Crawford, and Mikey Garcia. Alright, so I don't know if everybody knows this, but a lot of boxing fans, a lot of boxing reporters, a lot of boxing enthusiasts know that the Mikey Garcia fight, Mikey Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao, was pretty much a done deal right before the crisis took over the world. So, the Mikey Garcia fight was on, it was set, it was ready to go. So a lot of people believe that when Manny Pacquiao makes his return to the ring, his first fight is obviously going to be Mikey Garcia. Well, that would be true if things didn't change so much so quickly during this crisis in the world and in the sports world, and in particular the world of boxing. It's been over a year since we saw Manny Pacquiao fight. He is the super welterweight title holder, and there have been other guys coming up in the ranks, and when you're a title holder, that means you have mandatory fights that you have to take. And here recently we have found out that Manny Pacquiao has a mandatory fight that he's supposed to be taking, or he will be stripped of the WBA super welterweight title. So who is Manny Pacquiao's actual mandatory fight? Well, a lot of people have it as Mikey Garcia because the Mikey Garcia fight was already signed. But if you ask me, it's Yordenis Ugas, because Ugas is the current WBA regular title holder. Although for some reason he's not being recognized by the WBA, so there's a whole fiasco going on about that, and you guys is raising a lot of HE double hockey sticks about why he's not being recognized as the actual champion. Now, this doesn't mean that you guys is not the champion. This is where it makes it kind of weird here. But it does not mean he's not the actual champion just because they're not recognizing him as the title holder. He won the title a few months back, and he is currently the WBA regular welterweight champion. Now, I don't know how this works when a sanctioning body is not recognizing you as the title holder, but you are actually the title holder, and I'm saying all this because that makes him Manny Pacquiao's mandatory fight for 2021, his mandatory next fight. So if he doesn't fight Yordenis Ugas, there is a chance he may be stripped of his super welterweight title. Now, if you look at the actual WBA rankings for the super welterweight title, they have Yordenis Ugas ranked number 1. They have him as the mandatory, ranked number 1. next in line to fight Manny Pacquiao. Now, is this going to play out in this order? I'm not sure if it's going to play out in this order. I'm not sure if Manny Pacquiao had already signed something with Mikey Garcia and their team to fight Mikey Garcia, or if, when the crisis hit the world, that it just canceled all contracts. So that's something I'm gonna have to dig further into to find out. But at this point, and because he is the current WBA regular welterweight title holder, the obvious choice for Manny Pacquiao's mandatory fight in 2021 would be Yordenis, Ugas. Now, will that be his first fight of 2021? I'm not sure. Once again, there's so much mystery surrounding Manny Pacquiao and who's going to be his next fight at this point that it's hard to pinpoint. And then there's so many guys in the mix. It's just hard to pinpoint where he's going to go with this. Now, there are a few roads he can travel, and that takes me on to my next topic, which is Bob Arum. According to the Bleacher Report, Bob Arum, Terence Crawford will fight Manny Pacquiao or Errol Spence Jr. in 2021. Let's take a look at this real fast because this is interesting. So, Terence Crawford's next contract is sure to be a super fight. The only question is whether or not he'll face a current contender or a former one. According to ESPN, top-ranked CEO Bob Arum is going to pit Crawford against Errol Spence Jr. or Manny Pacquiao in 2021. The next fight is going to be, as far as I can control things, we're not going to fool around. It's going to be Pacquiao or Spence, Arum told Wolf on Friday. Crawford, 36-0, 27 KOs, the number one pound-for-pound boxer in ESPN's ranking, is set to face Kell Brook, 39-2, 27 KOs next Saturday, but one of the sport's top promoters is already looking ahead to his prize fighter could face next. Very, very interesting. So, to me, it's already in play. It's already in play. Right now, Manny Pacquiao is just kind of trying to play fill-up time, So, listen, if you ask me, this is how it's going to play out. Pacquiao's going to end up fighting Yordenis, Ugas, or Mikey Garcia as his first fight in 2021. Then he'll have the exhibition fight with Conor McGregor to fill up the rest of his time in 2021 instead of taking another tough fight. In the meanwhile, like Bob Arum just said, I don't think Terence Crawford will be fighting Manny Pacquiao after he fights Kell Brook. I think this sets up this welterweight unification fight I've been speaking so highly of for 2022. I think Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. get together after the Kell Brook fight, because some news came out the other day regarding Errol Spence and his wishes to only fight 3 more fights at welterweight and then move up. His wishes are to fight Canelo. So, with that being said, it's playing out that Pacquiao will either fight Ugas or Mikey Garcia, fight Conor McGregor later within the year of 2021. In 2022, we will probably see, or maybe at the end of 2021, we will most likely see Manny Pacquiao versus the winner of Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. I think as fans, we'll get the super fight we've all been waiting for and looking for. I think Manny Pacquiao will finally get to go out with a blaze of glory, win or lose in this unification fight. I think if Pacquiao wins, it sets up an even more amazing fight with Floyd Mayweather returning to the ring for probably the biggest pay-per-view event in history again. If Pacquiao's able to pull off a unification victory, I think that's the way it's going to play out. After this point, I really don't want to see much more from Pacquiao. You know, not to say as a fan of Pacquiao, I don't want to see more. I just don't want to see him risk anymore after these 3 potential fights. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below, man. Hit that like button for me. Please subscribe. Who is Manny Pacquiao's mandatory first fight of 2021? Let me know down in the comment section, man. Who do y'all think it's gonna be? Once again, if you enjoy the content, man, you know, tell somebody about it, man. Tell everybody Ali Land Boxing Talk is the real deal boxing talk. Tell your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, your mama, your daddy, your dog, man. Get your dog a cell phone so he can subscribe to Cardinal Red Does It All and Ali Land Boxing Talk, man. And if you want to be a part of the community, just hit me up in the comment section or in the community section on Facebook, Instagram, or wherever you catch me. It's your boy Cardinal Red, and we out of here.
Louisville, home of the best scrapper, also home of the best rapper. Flow dapper, here's another chapter. Ride through, attack you, right away in laughter. This is what I'm after, blowing on that rapper. Perpetrol, keep a bunch to blow. I don't serve it though, murder flow. If it goes down, I'm the first to know.